feeling like have a good day. And all my homies wanna ride today. And all these mamas look fly today. And all we wanna do is get by today. Hey.
Let's get it started. Ha. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Ha. Let's get this thing started. It's my kind of party.
Friday!
We made it, dude!
Thank God.
The date is May 23rd, 2025. You have caught us, Kira and Logan in the morning. The Friday before Memorial Day weekend.
It might get silly. I'm overtired. We might get silly today. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Don't tempt me with a good time saying you might get silly. Get silly or don't, but don't lie to me about it.
Okay. Stay tuned. I'll work on it. A cup of coffee or two.
I want full Logan silliness, and I want it now.
All right. I'll crank it up.
Okay, I'll give you a second to get your coffee, get your silliness levels at the appropriate level. We are going to relive what we talked about yesterday, that viral clip that I'm still cringing about. If you don't know what we're talking about, enjoy listening to it now. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ, or Kira and Logan in the morning. Okay, so we are going to discuss a video that has gone completely viral. There's a chance that you've seen it already as it was going viral like last week. And Logan and I were just watching the clip together, and there's no audio that we could play on the air because every other word is an F-bomb.
Or worse.
Or worse.
So an F-bomb or worse, use your imagination what worse could be.
Yes. So basically, you know, and jump in here.
Yeah.
But it was a family party, and it's this couple from New Jersey.
Very like Jersey Shore Italian.
Absolutely,
typical.
Yeah. The husband is a Pauly D looking like character, and he calls his wife, you know, in front of everybody, and it starts out very sweet, very tender, and kind of like insinuating that he wants to, you know, marry her all over again.
Yes, he basically says, you know, we've done really well. Give me back that ring. I want to upgrade it. Mm-hmm. She takes off the ring, expecting a bigger ring to come her way. After that, he gives her a fat, wet kiss on the lips.
Kind of violent.
And then very quickly, it is a light switch. And he digs into her, calling her names, saying, I know what you did. I have the receipts. I saw the man you were cheating on me with. Goes on to say, I can't believe you did this to our children. I can't believe you did this to our family. Mm-hmm. And a whole lot worse.
And you can hear the reactions. I mean, I don't know how many people were there, but I would say at least like, you know, between 50 and 100.
Oh, yeah. It was a big party. And
in a hall. Like they rented a hall.
To Kira's point, there are people going, oh, what?
What's happening? What's happening?
Is he serious?
Is this a joke?
Now, after so this is all kind of exploding and people go up and, you know, he accuses her of cheating. Says, and the accusations have to be true if you have that kind of public fight and basically a public divorce in front of all of your loved ones. Mm-hmm. So assuming that is true, which she didn't push back in the video at all, after the party, post-video, he kicks all of her side of the party out and then holds a divorce party for himself. It was his birthday party. That was the gathering in the first place. He kicked her side out, said, everyone get the heck out of here. Divorce party.
This is wild.
And then he threw a divorce party. So the video's crazy, but Kira and I have narrowed it down to two questions that we're curious about. Mm-hmm. One, if you were divorcing someone or in a divorce, should you give the ring back? And or does the person who purchased the ring deserve the ring back? And number two, is this public outing of a cheater too far or appropriately handled? There, you know, like, should it have been kept in-house? Should he have had this conversation in-house? Or, hey, you were cheating on me, I'm gonna let everyone know at our family party.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I understand how angry and hurt he was, but I just don't think that was like watching trashy reality TV play out in front of you live.
I know.
And, like, does 80-year-old Aunt Janet need to see that? Like, I don't think so.
No, Aunt Janet doesn't need to see it. This is crazy. I'm okay with the public attack. I really am. Depending on timing. If he was sitting on this information for 3 months and planning the public attack, that is so wrong. However, if he confirmed that she was cheating like the day of the party or the day before the party, I don't think that I would be able to control myself and get through a party.
But to the level that he went to call her those terrible names in front of everyone they love, and like, do you want to air out your dirty laundry? It's not even about making her look bad. You look like a lunatic.
Yeah,
you do.
He did. But also, I don't know what it's like to have a family with kids and have the love of my life, the baby mama cheating on me.
I validate being angry. I don't validate the public display.
Yeah.
You've got to do these things behind closed doors.
I hear you. I think I'd like to know when he found out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, to me, that doesn't matter. I mean, he can be as angry as he was, but I would never take it to that level.
Yeah, I don't think I would necessarily either, unless, again, I found out 30 seconds before. Then I'll time to pop off. But let's turn to you. What do you think? Is there any instance where this public attack, public shaming is allowed, is okay? And in a divorce, should you give the ring back, and should whoever purchased the ring get the ring back?
We'd love to hear your opinions, especially if you've seen the video and maybe you have some feedback or some other intel that we didn't mention. 603-749-0975 is our number. What do you think? Is this public ridicule ever called for in a cheating situation? And should you be expected to return the ring in a situation like this? 603-749-0975 is our number. And a random caller will win a pair of tickets to the NHRA New England Nationals at New England Dragway in Epping. 603-749-0975. Very curious to know which number one for New Country 97.5 WOKQ or Kira and Logan in the morning. There are a few things in this world that make me feel uncomfortable, but watching this viral TikTok video of a public humiliation made me want to crawl out of my skin and die.
And I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
It was not awesome.
Some people say an eye for an eye makes the world go blind. I say you do something wrong, publicly shame them.
Okay.
So here's what went down. A New Jersey firefighter was at a birthday party for himself, or he was at a birthday party. And
it was his.
It was his birthday party. And he pulled up his wife, and he does this long, beautiful speech about how in love with her he is and how great they are and how long they've come and blah, 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 blah. And then he basically makes it seem like he's re-proposing to her, upgrading her wedding ring. He asks for her ring. The second he gets her ring off of her finger, he flips the switch and he says, I know what you've been doing. I know who you've been cheating on me with. I know about the
Plan B pills.
He said, okay, cool. We can say that? Yeah. He said, I know about all the Plan B pills you've been taking. He
calls her a dirty you-know-what.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Lots of words.
I didn't say the words.
No, I know. Lots of words with lots of different letters were said. And Kira and I are kind of split. And we want to know, A, is there ever a place for this kind of public shaming? Or should this always be done behind closed doors? And then the second part of this is, should a person when in a divorce, should you give the ring back to the person who bought it?
Should it always be expected that you give the ring back if the marriage doesn't work out?
And if not, under what circumstances do you give it back or do you not give it back?
Talk to us about the circumstances. 603-749-0975 is our number, taking your calls. Hello, Jen. You're on with Kira and Logan in the morning.
Hi.
Hi. So what do you think?
So for the ring situation, it depends on if it's a family heirloom. I feel that if he gave it to her and it belonged to his family, then yes, I think she should give it back because it should stay in the family.
Okay.
But I also feel that if he bought it for her, it was a gift. So, I mean, it all depends on how long they were together. I mean, they were together for 6 months. It might depend on the situation. I think it depends on how long they've been together.
Okay. I think that because, if he was cheating on her, she should keep the ring. If she was cheating on him, in this instance, supposedly, she was cheating on him, I think she has to give the ring back.
I agree with that, too.
Yes, I agree with you 100%, yes.
What do you feel about this public display of shaming her?
It depends on how long he was in the family. Now, if he was in the family for a very long time, and I love him, I think that his reaction would be that he would be devastated because he would not only be giving up his wife, but he would also be giving up that side of the family. Like me, personally, if my husband of something years was cheating and we were having a party, yes, I would, because this way it all got out so I wouldn't be the bad guy, because she could lie and say, he did this, he did this, he did this. So this way, maybe he was thinking that he doesn't want to be judged by that family and be the bad guy. So he wants to bring her out and show that she did this, she destroyed it, so that because when you have kids involved, typically a lot of people go on the wife side.
No, you're right. I think he wanted to get his side out. It's a great take, and thanks so much for the call.
Yeah, he did. He wanted to get it out. He wanted to make sure.
So true, Jen. Thank you so much for taking the time to call. 603-749-0975 is our number. If you have an opinion, 603-749-0975. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. If you're just joining us, we were discussing that viral video of the New Hampshire firefighter who publicly...
New Jersey. Gotta get that out there.
New Jersey firefighter who publicly shamed his wife for cheating at a party on the microphone in front of all of their closest friends and family, calling her a filthy you-know-what, mentioning he knows about the Plan B pill she's taken, like the whole thing. So our question
It's so jarring.
is a public shaming of this nature ever necessary? And should it be expected that the ring is returned should the marriage go up in flames? Like this one. 603-749-0975 is our number. Hey, Roy, what do you think?
Well, I think that they could have been handled a little different. For one, I wouldn't kick the family members out. It wasn't their fault what she did. You know?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be disrespectful to her side of the family. I would, like take off and go cool off, apologize to everybody later, tell the woman she had to leave. I would not want the ring back because to me that if you get a ring back that you have given to somebody, that's giving you bad luck, bad aura.
Is that true? Is that bad luck here? Have you heard that?
No, I haven't heard that.
Okay.
It is. It's just like you giving somebody else a ring that was somebody else's that you had from a previous relationship or something like that.
Maybe he would want to pawn it and get the money.
That's what I'm saying. If my wife, Missy, if you're listening to me, if you cheat on me, I'm taking that sucker back.
Ooh, you like that one.
I had a feeling you would. You can't cheat on someone and keep a valuable ring. Pawn that thing.
Well, you shouldn't cheat on somebody anyway. It's wrong.
That is true.
It's
disrespectful, and it's showing that you never loved the person to begin with.
Ooh, go off, Roy.
Roy! Love it, Tom.
Hey, I'm big on this. I've been in a relationship for 9 years.
We know with Tanya.
Yeah, we love you and Tanya.
That's with Tanya, and it's the best relationship I've ever had. Any other relationship wouldn't even last 2 months.
I think it's the bearded dragons that keep you guys young.
Bearded dragons, 60-foot show. You got it, Kara.
You're a good guy, Roy. Be good, man. Thanks for the call.
You do. You have a good night. Bye.
Yes, you have a good day, too. All right. So, we are still taking your calls on this at 603-749-0975. That's our number. And just to clarify what Roy was talking about at the beginning of the call, I don't think we mentioned this in our synopsis, that he ended up, after he shamed his wife for cheating, he kicked out her entire side of the family, and then it turned into what was his birthday party was his divorce party.
Wild. Wild.
This is wild.
Savage.
Very, very savage. So 603-749-0975 is our number. Still taking your calls on 97.5 WOKQ. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We're Kira and Logan in the morning. If you're just joining us, Logan and I have been dissecting this viral TikTok video like we're a book club or something. It is, if you haven't seen it, we're talking about the video of the New Jersey firefighter who publicly shamed his wife for cheating at a party that started out as his birthday party. He's on the microphone in front of all of their closest friends and family, calling her just about every name in the book. So we are wondering, is a public shaming of this nature ever necessary? And part two, should it be expected that the ring is returned? Should the marriage go up in flames like this one did? 603-749-0975 is our number. Hi, you're on with Kira and Logan in the morning. What's your name?
Hi, this is Nicole.
Nicole, what are your thoughts?
So, with the whole situation, I feel like the ring should be given back because that is something that individual has purchased, and you wouldn't want to keep something that you're getting divorced from in a bad relationship. On a second note of that, too, for the last call that I heard saying that you don't know if that ring was in a previous relationship, that's what happened to me. When I divorced my ex-husband, I found out that it was his first wife's ring.
Ooh, I hate that.
So first wife's ring was on your finger. Did you then divorce him?
Well, I had found out that he was cheating, and that's why I ended up going through a divorce. And when I handed it back, his grandmother had told me that it was his first wife's ring, so maybe it was bad luck.
And did he cheat on his first wife, too?
Yes.
Whoa, that's crazy.
What a dog.
That is not a dog. No, we're not condoning that kind of work.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
like dog in a bad way.
Yeah, usually dog's a good thing.
No,
right?
no, it's a bad dog. Take him out to pasture.
Take him around back old Yeller style.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. Now, here's a question. If he wasn't cheating on you, would you have been furious to know, like, mid-marriage, let's say you got your happiest, how would you feel if he told you it was from the first, the wedding ring was from the first marriage?
I would still be a little bit upset because normally when you're getting married to somebody, that ring is sentimental. That it has been for that one person. So I would feel like he didn't take the time and thought getting the ring.
Right. I would feel the same exact way, Nicole.
What about the diamond? So, like, remove the band, remove the diamond, put the diamond on a new band. Would that be an acceptable middle ground?
It's better.
It's better, but I don't really think it would be acceptable because it's still a part of that ring. The original ring. Just my own ring in general.
Yeah, just it doesn't have to be like a big honking thing, but something that you picked out because you thought that I would love it. Me personally, not the wife before or the wife before that.
Exactly. It's not what the ring really looks like. It's the thought that you put into picking it out.
Amen, sister. Amen, sister.
Thank you so much for this call. We appreciate you.
Love talking to you, Nicole.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. It's Kira, it's Logan, it's the morning time. And we were discussing that viral video of the New Jersey firefighter who publicly shamed his wife for cheating at a party on a microphone in front of all of their closest friends and family, calling her all the names in the book, mentioning he knows about the Plan B pills she's been taking.
That was the craziest line.
Oh, the shame. So we're wondering, is a public shaming of this nature ever necessary? And part two of the question, should it be expected that the ring is returned should the marriage go up in flames? 603-749-0975 is our number. Hello, you're on with Kira and Logan in the morning. Who are we speaking with?
Mark,
Hey, Mark, so what are your thoughts?
I think, honestly, that yes, that is definitely acceptable behavior. I think that she should get ridiculed in public if that happens. I think that's the worst thing you can do to somebody. And if she cheated on him, she should give the ring back. If he cheated on her, then no, she should keep the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that is just brutal what she did. And I think that he did a great job by calling her out.
Yeah, I mean, I have been preaching that I don't think there's ever a time and place to publicly shame someone, even if this is going on. But there is an argument that this is so embarrassing for him that he wants her to feel an equal level of shame and embarrassment. And this is the way to do it. Thanks for the call, Mark, and for taking the time.
Have a great day, man.
You man, you too.
Be good.
WOKQ, who's this?
This is Jennifer.
Jennifer, what do you think?
I've been in a similar situation, and when the guy asked back for the ring, it's supposed to be a gift, isn't it?
So, yeah, but for me, it's more than a gift. It's a symbol of our relationship. And I think whoever throws out the relationship throws out the ring.
That is a good point.
In your situation, did you get the ring back?
So I'll be completely honest in my situation.
Great.
Because I'm on the other side. I actually ended up cheating on him, and I offered the ring back because it was a gift.
Okay.
I did wrong, and the ring is his.
Wow. And did he take it? He didn't take it back, though.
Oh, he took it back.
Oh, he did.
I mean, yeah, we saw that coming, right?
Yeah. And
Can
truthfully,
you imagine she cheats and then she's like, I'll give you the ring back? He's like, no, I want you to have it.
I honestly, though, like, first of all, thank you so much for being willing to say this on air. There's such a small population that would be willing to talk about this openly and honestly. And shout out to you for being comfortable enough to do that. I also think it's awesome that you offered the ring back. I think that's what you should do in that instance.
You know, you do wrong. You got to own up to it. And it was a learning lesson for me, for sure.
You live and you learn, Jen.
Do you know if he pawned it?
I am not sure. We're in no contact anymore, but he's remarried, happy with children.
Someone else is wearing that ring.
Are you happy? Are you happy now?
I am a single mother, but I am very, very happy with my situation.
And
I'm
that's-
very much in tune with that.
That's what we needed to hear. We needed to hear you're happy with your situation. You go,
Yep.
single mama.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to chime in and being so open and vulnerable with us. We really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
All right, talk to you soon.
Later, skater.
Bye.
Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We're Kira and Logan in the morning. So there is a trend on TikTok that tickled me. So I love this. I love talking about stuff like this. So basically the question is, when you're calling a business, let's say, to ask how late they're open, or a restaurant to make a reservation, do you introduce yourself? Do you tell them your name? What do you do, Logan?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Every single time, whether it's a customer service rep, a business, anything, this is how I do. Hey, my name's Logan. How are you doing today?
Okay, you go customer service.
Then they go, I'm good. Oh, wonderful. Happy to hear. What was your name? Then I get their name. Then I start my conversation.
Oh, sometimes I feel like they answer saying their name first.
Yeah, if I don't catch it.
You don't, probably.
Probably. But every single time, hello, nice to meet you. My name is this. How are you?
How very proper.
I don't care how you are. That's the truth. But I'm setting the tone.
Yeah.
I'm setting the tone that I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, I most of the time don't say my name because I feel like they don't really care.
Yeah, but I want, it's attention. Attention? What the hell was that? It's like attention grabbing. Yeah. When I'm in a conversation and I go, hey, Kira, you go, oh, that's my name, I have to pay attention. Mm-hmm. So if I'm talking to, let's call her Kelly Clarkson, mm-hmm. And it's a customer service rep, I want to get their attention. So I'm like, hey, Kelly Clarkson.
They care more about hearing their own name than my name. So you say, ring, ring. Hi, this is the Wilder. This is Logan. How may I help you? Logan, hey, how's it going? So I'm just wondering how late you guys are open till tonight.
Exactly.
I'm not saying, Logan, my name is Kira. You don't care.
Wait, what? This is confusing because you used my name.
I just said your name. I didn't introduce myself. I didn't say my name. You don't care.
Yeah, I do. It's a personal thing. It's like, hey, we don't have to do the professional, you're a customer service rep, I'm just a lousy customer. Mm-hmm. Let's just put us on equal play. I'm all about equal playing fields. Mm-hmm. I want you and me, whoever I'm talking to, I want us to be equals at all times.
Fair enough. You listening, I know you have a way that you operate. So let's just use the example, you're calling a restaurant to make a reservation. Do you tell them your name? Obviously they'll ask your name when you're booking a table. Yep. But before that, do you introduce yourself in the very first moments of the call? 603-749-0975 is our number. Random caller who wants to chime in. We do have an extra pair of tickets to the NHRA New England Nationals at New England Dragway in Epping. Vroom, vroom. 603-749-0975 is our number. When calling a business, do you introduce yourself? Do you tell them your name? Or do you feel like they don't really care when you get right to your question? 603-749-0975 is our number. Oh, yeah. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We're Kira and Logan in the morning. We are discussing an interesting phenomenon that when you call a business to ask a quick question, do you introduce yourself or just launch right into the question? 603-749-0975 is our number. Hi there, you're on with Kira and Logan in the morning. What's your name?
Hi, this is Christia.
Christia, what do you do?
I only introduce myself by my name if it is an important call, something like the bank or something, or if they ask.
Okay. So if you have a quick question for a restaurant, like how late are you open? Do you have gluten-free items? Do you allow dogs? You just launch right into your question.
Yes. It's usually just a hi, how are you?
I don't want to generalize or bring ageism into it, but I think the older generation is more likely to be like, hi, my name is Barry and I'm visiting town for the weekend. I was wondering how late you're open till.
I'm going to push back on that because I told you I do it. But if I'm bringing a dog, I want them to have a good impression of me when I get there.
Yeah.
So therefore, I will introduce myself to kind of set up that first interaction. That way, let's say I'm bringing a dog and the dog pees on something, or I ask for a water bowl. They go, oh, you know what? This is the guy that called. He was really nice when he called me.
I forgive his peeing dog.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's super generational. I don't know about that because I'm pretty introducing.
And for you, it's more about what you're asking.
Yeah.
Christia, sure. Would you say it depends for you what question you're asking?
Yes, usually. And then the only other time that I really say my name is when it's an unknown call that I'm receiving, and I usually would answer hi, this is Christia.
You know, it's so funny that you say that. Now that I'm in the job that I'm in now, it's weird, but I got into the habit. This is how I answer my phone every time. This is Logan. That's how I answer. Unless I know that it's my wife or Kira. If I have a number that I do not know, this is Logan. And I see what they say from there.
I agree. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
So they know who you are. Yeah.
Hey, Christia, we're wondering if we can give you these NHRA tickets. Do you want to go to New England?
I would love that.
We would love for you to have them.
Well, I'd appreciate that so much.
Have a great time, and thank you for listening to us in the morning.
Thank you. You guys are the best.
Think you've got what it takes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see. It's time to play Can't Beat Kira on 97.5 WOKQ.
Happy Friday, Brandy.
Happy Friday.
Thank you so much for being here. We choose you to play Can't Beat Logan for a pair of tickets to see Zach Brown Band.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Brandy, have you ever played this game before?
I have not. This is my first time.
And actually, you were a first-time caller this week, right?
Yes.
So first-time caller this week, now you're a second-time caller and playing for tickets for Zach Brown Band. If you get these, it's a pretty good week for you.
Right? Absolutely. This would be the best week ever.
Ever. Okay. Well, since you're relatively new around here, I feel like you still know what to do, that you have to kick Logan out of here to get started.
Adios, Logan.
Later.
Adios, muchachos. He gone with the wind. Brandy, this is a battle of pop culture wits. You get more right than Logan, you win. If you tie, you still have to utter that phrase of shame, but it really doesn't matter because you'll be skipping into the weekend with a pair of tickets to see Zach Brown Band. How does all that sound to you?
That sounds so good.
So good. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get into it with question 1. Today, Ken Jennings turns 50 years old. He is now the host of which game show after winning 74 consecutive games?
Jeopardy?
Jeopardy. We're going to lock that in. Can't tell you if you're right or wrong until Logan comes in and gives his answer. Question number 2. This singer has a large polyp on her vocal cords that she refuses to get removed because she doesn't want to lose her raspy tone. Is the singer Pink, Elle King, or Miley Cyrus?
Let's go with Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus, locking it in. And question number 3, Finish Thy Lyrics. This is a Morgan Wallen song. I can't tell you the name, and hopefully soon you'll see why. I never let my heart go all the way. Every time I try, I just hit the brakes. And there's always a couple trying to take your place, but I never fall in love, baby.
Oh, I have no idea.
No?
No.
Did you want to throw a
But I
guess
never
out
fall-
there?
But I never fall in love, baby. That's just the way? I don't know.
That's just the way. Hey, we'll find out if that's the way. I am waving young Logan back in. Let's not give anything away. How do you feel you did?
It was fun to play.
It was fun to play. We had a good time.
Okay.
We had a good time.
Oh, boy.
Okay, question number 1, Logan.
Yo, yeah.
Today, Ken Jennings turns 50 years old.
Who?
He is now the host of which game show after winning 74 consecutive games?
Maybe like Jeopardy?
Jeopardy. Logan said maybe like Jeopardy. And Brandy said Jeopardy. Jeopardy is correct.
What a gas.
Wow. Feels almost unfair.
It does.
She was so sure
I
and
have
you were
no
so
clue
not.
who Ken Jennings is.
Yeah. Not a Jeopardy guy. Okay.
Ouch, you're back, baby. It's the GOAT.
I know. R.I.P. Gone too soon. Question number 2, Logan.
Yeah.
This singer has a large polyp on her vocal cords.
Polyp?
She refuses to get it removed because she doesn't want to lose her raspy tone.
Okay. That's
Is
helpful.
the singer Pink, Elle King, or Miley Cyrus?
Whoa. That's a great question. Pink.
Logan's going with Pink. Brandalicious said Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is correct.
Nice job, Brandy.
Woo!
Look at that. It is a 2-1 game. We'll see how you do with this Finish Thy Lyrics.
Okay.
Morgan Wallen, can't tell you the song name. I never let my heart go all the way. Every time I try, I just hit the brakes. There's always a couple trying to take your place. But I never fall in love, baby.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Brandy couldn't get there.
Oh.
She was pulling a blank. So I think she said, I never fall in love, baby. That's the way.
Yeah.
She said that's the way.
That is the way.
That is the way, not the way for that song. That's okay. So looks like Logan got 2 and Brandy got 2.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a tied ball game around here. We do need you to say that phrase of shame.
My name is Brandy, and I'm from Barrington, and I could not beat Logan.
As if it mattered.
Nada. Ties are good around here, Brandy. You're going to see the Zach Brown Band.
Oh, that's awesome.
Number 1 for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. It's Kira, it's Logan, it's the morning, and it's time, my friend, for a brand spanking new episode of Second Date Update. Are you ready? Okay, cool, let's go.
So you went out on a date, and it felt really right. Should have locked that thing down. Now they're nowhere in sight. Wasn't what you said, you were left on red. It's not fair, it just ain't right. Yeah, you want a second date. Kira and Logan are here to help you, that's right.
It is time, my friends, for everybody's favorite moment, second date update, brought to you by our friends at New England Furniture on Route 11 in Farmington. I'm going to welcome in Charlie now. Charlie, are you there?
I'm here. How you guys doing?
Present. We're okay. Doing maybe a little bit better than you. You're having a little situation with Aileen. We just were skimming your submission, but can you give us a little Spark Notes edition of what's going on?
So I want to say that I am new to this area, and I'm so glad I found the show. You guys are awesome. I moved here from Brooklyn a few months ago, and it's really fun listening to the radio again, you know?
Thanks, Charlie.
Thanks
for saying that, Val.
You're welcome. I was never in a car. I didn't use a car for all the years I was in Brooklyn. So many years living in the city, I forgot how much I love the radio. So thanks for what you guys do. I really appreciate it.
Love that. So what's going on with Aileen?
Now that you've buttered us up.
Right. Well, since I'm new to the area, like I said, I decided to, start using dating apps again. And, get out and know the area, try to meet some new people and find a romantic connection. Even if I just ended up with friends, that'd be fine. But so I matched with Aileen, and she's super smart. She works as a microbiologist. She does research, something way beyond my comprehension. I'm in sales, so I keep it pretty simple. But I was really intrigued by her, and, she seems really driven. She's getting her PhD, all this stuff. She's amazing. She's awesome.
Okay.
We matched on Hinge. We started messaging. You know how it goes. I moved to texting after back and forth messages. It was obviously we were getting along, and so we met up and had a date.
Okay.
So what'd you do?
What was the date?
Well, I told her it was new in town. Wanted to try this new Italian restaurant, so we went there. It was a cool vibe. She was really fun. She was easy to talk to. We laughed. I just thought it was going great. She had a few espresso martinis and was let loose, which I love to see. Seems like she works really hard, so deserves a cocktail or two.
Sure.
So we walked around Portsmouth for a while and just window shopped and it was great. I thought it was really cool. We went our separate ways. It was one of the better first dates I've ever been on, and I am so bummed and sad to report that she since fallen off the face of the earth.
Have you been texting her post-date?
Yeah, I don't want to seem too desperate, so not a lot, but just here and there, like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I had a fun time, but nothing. I haven't really heard anything back. Complete ghost. So I was hoping you guys could help.
Yeah. If you listen to the show, I know you said you're kind of new around here, but what happens now is you give us Aileen's number, and we're going to try to get a hold of her and see if she'll agree to come on the show. When and if that happens, we'll ask her how she's feeling post-date and if she'd be interested in another date with you. And if the answer's yes, then we'll pay for it. If the answer's no, you might be a little sad, but at least you'll have some clarity and hopefully answers as you continue your dating journey.
Awesome. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Good luck to you, Charlie.
Yeah, thanks.
Second date update on number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. 97.5 WOKQ. It's Kira, it's Logan, it's the morning, and it is time for part two of Second Date Update. Are you ready? Great, let's go.
Hello, this is Aileen.
Aileen, this is Kira and Logan in the morning from Kira and Logan in the morning. Sorry, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. So we are calling you on behalf of our listener, Charlie. We heard you're ghosting the nice guy who's new to the area. What's going on?
Charlie, Brooklyn boy, he's fine. We had a fine time.
Then why won't you text him back?
He's infatuated with you, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's a good word. Infatuation station.
Okay, well, he's kind of a food snob, and I do not like them.
Ooh, he's a food snob. Was this the issue on the date?
Yeah, he thinks he lived in New York, and he has better taste in food than me, and it's annoying. It gives me the ick. He was complaining because the pasta at the restaurant we went to wasn't homemade. I'm like, buddy, who cares? Get off your high horse.
Oof.
So that's the main reason? Because he got a little food snobby?
Yeah, basically. He's snobby about his food, but about everything, too. Like, he acts like living in New Hampshire is beneath him because he lived in New York. It's like, no one made you move here.
feel free to go back to wherever the hell you came from.
Yeah, I didn't. He did tell us he was new to the area. I didn't get the vibe that he was looking down upon the 603. Because if he did, I would have some choice words with him.
Yeah, we didn't get that vibe, but we did just have a very brief conversation with him.
This is true,
and we liked him because he complimented us.
That's also true.
Yeah, we're pretty easy like that. But we didn't tell you, Aileen. Charlie's on the line. And he did really like you. And if you're comfortable with it, he did hear what you said. Would it be okay if we invite him to join the conversation just so he can have some closure?
I guess. Whatever. This is weird.
Charlie boy?
Hey, Aileen.
Hey, Charlie. How are you?
Well, been better, honestly. It was kind of hard to hear you say those things.
I know, but you have to admit you're a little snobby, and it's really off-putting.
I'm snobby because I think that they should have homemade pasta at an authentic Italian restaurant. All right.
I think we just have different standards. That's it.
Well, I have standards. Just the thing.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I hear it anyway.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's just in New York. If you're not like top-notch restaurant, you got a business and you're replaced by the next thing. So, restaurants can't survive if they're just mediocre.
How do you feel about the restaurants around here?
Well, I mean, it's the mediocrity of the restaurants here is kind of baffling. I really don't understand how they stay in business. I guess they're lucky tourists don't care about quality, honestly.
We have plenty of great restaurants. And honestly, it's pretty insulting to hear you talk like that on the radio in my hometown. I've lived here my whole life, and the food here, I love it. It's fine.
Well, Aileen, respectfully, you probably haven't experienced good food, so you really don't know what you're missing,
Oh, man.
Respectfully, I think you're a bag.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Here's a question. How come you, Charlie, how come you don't just move back to New York if the food here sucks?
I don't know. Maybe I will.
Bye.
Bye.
This doesn't seem to be going so great.
Do we have to offer?
Yes, we told Charlie that we would. So, Aileen, the purpose of our call is to offer you a second date with Charlie that we, the radio station, would pay for.
To a restaurant?
To a restaurant around here. What do you think?
I'm sure he'd love that, but absolutely not. He has insulted me, my hometown, and probably any restaurant owners listening. I do not want to be associated with him. No, thank you.
Okay. That's fair, Charlie. Well,
all right.
I did tell you this could happen. It's not the answer you were looking for, but now you know. And good luck finding a restaurant you like around here.
Well, thank you.
Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We're Kira and Logan in the morning. Happy Friday, the Friday before a long weekend. Even though it's dreary, gray, disgusting out, Mother Nature can't kill our vibes, right? No. So I have a question, grill related.
All right, I'm a griller.
Even though I don't think anyone's going to be able to grill this weekend because of the sogginess.
That's what you think.
So, okay. No, you can if you believe. So I have a theory about, I guess men. So do men, when you're manning the grill and you have multiple people over for a BBQ, you ask everybody how they want their burger cooked? And then you just cook them all exactly the same?
Yeah, that's an 80%er.
Right.
I think about it happens 80% of the time.
I mean, it has happened. I would never be like, I ordered my burger medium rare, Uncle Gary. But Uncle Gary, why'd you ask me how I want it?
So, here's what I'll say. Shout out, this is not me, by the way. Shout out to the men and women who are manning the grill.
Totally.
Who can successfully take orders and do that.
That seems really complicated.
To be able to cook, we'll say more than two. And the reason I'm saying more than two is because I do something different. But if you're able to cook 3 types of burgers, more than 3, 4, right? Rare, medium rare, well done, pink in the middle, whatever. If you could do that, amazing. Hats off to you. I don't know how they do it. I know my dad does it pretty well.
He's a professional. He should open a food truck.
Here's what I do. I announce to the crowd, I'm cooking the burgers. Burgers are going to be medium rare. If you want it overcooked, let me know.
Oh my God, you kind of shame them?
I don't. No. I don't. I guess that.
If you wanted a hockey puck,
I guess that is shamey. But what I'll do is say, hey, this is how I'm making all of the burgers. Because people who like rare, they'll eat medium rare. You know what I mean? People who like medium will also eat medium rare.
It's true.
But it's the well done folk who won't eat it. So that's fine. But I'll just separate it into 2, and I'll make, let's say I'm doing 16 burgers. Hey, I'm making 16 burgers. Anybody want them well done?
That sounds efficient.
That's how I operate.
Do you get a lot of people chirping up, I prefer
You get
mine?
four, of the 16, you'll get 4 to 5.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So then it's a smaller number. That way, of the 4 burners on the grill, I got 3 doing one thing, 1 burner cooking extra hot.
Okay. Have you ever been the guy who asks but then just cooks them all the same anyway?
Accidents happen all the time.
You say, I know this isn't what you ordered, but I tried my best.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. It's one thing and then a few extras that are overcooked.
Okay, so we've heard Logan's grill technique. I'm curious about yours. If you're a man who will be manning the grill this weekend or another weekend this summer, what is your technique? And I'd love to hear from someone who you are that guy. You take the orders, but all the burgers end up the same anyway.
Kira, we're all that guy. It's a crapshoot.
Okay. 603-749-0975. Very curious to hear your grill technique. Number 1 for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. We are Kira and Logan in the morning. If you're just joining us, I was sharing with Logan that I have a theory that men, or just anyone behind the grill, in a barbecue scenario, they ask you how you want your burger cooked.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Oh. They ask you how you want your burger cooked, and then they end up just cooking all the burgers the same. I would love to know what your technique is. 603-749-0975 is our number. Grill Master Donnie, what's up, guy?
Not much. Good morning. Nice to hear from you guys this morning.
Good to hear from you.
It's nice to hear from you. It's a very mutual feeling. So what's your technique?
Well, when I do a barbecue, I got so much going on. I have a black chalkboard, and people come up and write down what they want. And since I got like brisket going, pulled pork, ribs, sausages, you name it, it's going at and the burgers come up to cook. I have a list already in front of me, and I can pay attention to what I'm actually doing and cook them to order.
Donnie, can we get the address and the time you want Kira and I over your place?
I'd be more than happy to invite you guys, but I'm not doing it over the open air.
I had to clutch my pearls when you said you had brisket and pulled pork going.
Oh, yeah, always. Brisket, pulled pork. I'm a Southern boy. I grew up down south. So.
I love the fact that you have the chalkboard. So tell me this. I have to assume that you either erase or cross out as you go through the list.
I check mark it, and then it leaves their names up. It kind of has everybody's name up there. And then it'll have burger, and then they'll say, like, you put an M for medium or MR for medium rare, and I can actually pay attention to it.
Okay, Donnie, hats off to you. This is flipping incredible. Because you know what really grinds my gears, and we've talked about this before?
What's that?
Is when you say, I'll take a hot dog, and then you go into the hamburger section. This initial policy that you have, Donnie, makes people stay true to what they ordered.
Commitment.
Yeah.
It's commitment. It's like my mother. If I cook her a dog, it has to be burnt. I mean, the sucker comes off black.
Right. So she's like, dog, BD, burnt dog.
Burnt dog, BD.
Yeah, burnt dog. And my fiance, she loves her burger a hockey puck.
Oh, okay. HP.
Donnie, thanks so much for the call, man. Good luck grilling and chilling this weekend.
Yeah, y'all stay safe.
Be good.
The time is now to give away these Zach Brown Band tickets with Can't Beat Logan. We play in less than 10 on 97.5 WOKQ.
Think you've got what it takes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see. 3, 2, ready, set, here we go. It's time to play Can't Beat Kira on 97.5 WOKQ.
Hello. We choose you to play Can't Beat Logan today.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Though I feel as if we're strangers. What's your name?
My name's Lonnie.
Hi, Lonnie.
It's the Lonnie and Logan show.
Lonnie, what are you doing right now?
I'm driving my 3 kids to school.
Holy smokies. Can we say hello to them? What are their names?
Of course. We have Jameson, Lily, and Crew.
Jameson, Lily, and Crew. What's up, gang?
Hi.
Hi.
It's early. They're like, don't talk to me.
They're like, shush up, Logan.
I haven't had my juice yet. Don't talk to me. All right.
We listen every morning. So
I love that, Lonnie. Well, I'm glad that you decided to play on this Friday. What a time to be alive. So either you or one of the kiddos can kick Logan out of here. He's ready to go.
All right, get out of here, Logan.
All right, Lonnie.
Lonnie just took the reins on that one.
It's going to be Crew.
I thought it was going to be Crew, too. Okay, Lonnie, you listen every day, so you know that this is a battle of pop culture, which you get more right than Logan, you win. If you tie, you still have to say the phrase of shame. But you'll be skipping into the weekend with a pair of tickets to see the Zach Brown Band. Does that sound good?
Hey. Sounds great.
Okay, let's get into it. So today is Drew Carey's birthday. He's turning 67. He's hosted a few game shows throughout his career. Are you able to name one?
Whose line is it anyway?
Okay, we're going to lock that one in. And this one is multiple choice. So Morgan Wallen's grandma recently answered a bunch of questions about her grandson. What did she say when asked, what's one trait that Morgan got from your side of the family? Did she say being crazy, having asthma, or smoking cigarettes?
Oh, God. What are you going to say? Jameson said smoking cigarettes.
Smoking cigarettes. Okay. We'll see if Granny was a chimney. So, question number 3. It's finished the lyrics. Luke Combs, Lovin' on You. But I'm in love and loving on you. I feel that rush soon as you
Come through.
come through. Lonnie said come through. Okay, I'm waving Logan back in.
Perfect.
How do you feel about that round without giving any of your answers away?
I feel okay.
It's good to feel okay. She feels okay.
Yeah.
All right, Logan, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Are you ready to play?
I suppose.
Okay. Drew Carey is turning 67 today. It's B-Day. The man, the myth, the legend has hosted a few game shows throughout his career. Are you able to name one?
No, Wheel of Fortune. No, he didn't do Wheel of Fortune. What's the one where you grab up and you pull that thing down?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, then let's just roll with the Wheel of Fortune because that's the only one I can think of.
Okay, Logan said Wheel of Fortune. Lonnie said whose line is it anyway?
Oh,
that's one. And then I would have taken Price is Right too.
Price is Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Lonnie's got 1 point. Logan's got Zippo. This one is multiple choice. Morgan Wallen's grandma recently answered a bunch of questions about her grandson. When asked what's one trait that Morgan got from your side of the family, what did she answer? Did she say being crazy, having asthma, or smoking cigarettes?
Smoking cigarettes.
Smoking cigarettes. You said smoking cigarettes, and I think Crew was the one who guessed smoking cigarettes, right?
Jameson.
Oh, Jameson. I'm sorry, JMO.
That's okay.
It's not smoking cigarettes. It's being crazy.
Rats.
Oh.
Sorry, you guys. Okay.
Okay.
Question number 3. Luke Combs, loving on you. But I'm in love and loving on you. I feel that rush soon as you
Walk in the room.
walk in the room. Lonnie said come through or something like that. It's walk in the room.
Yes.
Okay. So Logan got 1 point and Lonnie got 1 point, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so that's a tie ball game. I'm going to need someone in that car, anyone at all, to say the phrase of shame. Do you know it? Or do you need some light coaching?
Apparently, I was just voted to have to do it.
All right, Lonnie. I love that Shabuzi. Number 1 for the country, 97.5 WOKQ. It's Kira, it's Logan, it's the morning time. Yup. That's right.
Feels silly.
So Logan
Yes.
got a coffee this morning.
Bad. It's a bad coffee.
I was just going to say, and he didn't get me one. That's neither here nor there.
I wouldn't subject you to this terrible coffee.
Well, you didn't know that it was going to be terrible.
I had a feeling.
We're not going to say where it's from because we don't want to throw anyone under the bus. But yeah, as he's expressing, it's not to his liking. So what's wrong with it?
Here's the deal. And this is why I don't buy coffee, like ever. But it's watery. And I like whenever I order my coffee, I always like stress to the person taking the order, a splash of milk, a splash. And I get so...
You say it like that?
Yep. I get so dramatic about it because I just want it a little bit lighter than black, but I don't want it light. And that's usually the biggest issue for me. Because here's the deal. This coffee is so watery that it didn't come from the ice. It was a bad batch of coffee that they brewed. They just brewed it too watery.
And it's an iced coffee.
The truth is, I can get through this watery coffee. I'm not happy about it, but I can get through it. I could not get through too creamy of a coffee. I would either have to go back in or I would just truthfully toss it out and just start making K-cups at the office.
So this inspired our topic of the day. How wrong does your coffee have to be for you to turn around and ask for another one, right?
Yeah, because I was telling Kira that I have actually seen my dad, when I was a kid, go back through the line. Oh, I almost just said the place. Go back through the line at whatever coffee establishment he's in and say, hey, this coffee was wrong. If you have a new pot, I'll take a new pot. But if it's the same pot of coffee, I'm all set, never mind.
Does he ask for his money back?
No, I don't think so. But more importantly, especially because he's a hot coffee drinker, they got a second pot ready to roll. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I really thought about that this morning. Because the
decaf.
second I took a sip, I was like, this is watery. This isn't an ice issue. This isn't a making of the coffee issue. This is the brewed issue. Do I turn around get back in the drive-thru and say, I'll wait for another pot of iced coffee, please.
That is such dedication.
I was like, I can't do that.
You're like, am I going to make my father proud?
Yeah.
Or am I going to put up with... Well, it's like time is money, honey.
Right.
Like, you got to get to work.
100%. And it wasn't wrong enough. Like, I'm suffering through it. I got it. Again, if it was creamy, that's my line. Too creamy, can't do it.
Yeah. It's, what I'm about to say is going to show my laziness and also my cowardice that I have never, no matter how wrong a coffee is, I never go back.
Really?
I just suffer through it. It can be black. It can be half cream.
Does your husband do it for you?
No.
So it's funny. I rarely will go back, but I'll do it 100% of the time for Missy.
You will.
Oh my! If her, I'm like, is that good? It's all right. I'm like,
you kind of like that.
Making her proud, damn right.
And you like, no, I don't want to say confrontation, but you're not afraid of confrontation.
I'm not afraid of confrontation.
I am, and I'm going to avoid it at all costs.
Yeah, it's no disrespect to the coffee maker. It's just, hey, this is how I ordered it. This is how I want it.
Yeah.
If I want a splash of milk and you put a normal 4 flipping shots in there, that's not a splash.
100%. You should get what you ordered.
Thank you.
Yes. So this is our question. How wrong does your coffee have to be for you to turn around and ask for another one? 603-749-0975. Or are you like me? It can be the complete opposite of what you asked for, and you're never going back. You're just going to put up with it. I don't like being this way, you know?
I'm trying to change her. I'm more confrontational with Kira, so she's more confrontational with me. And actually, it's working. Sometimes I'm like, simmer down, Kira. Stop being so angry at me.
Well, it gets to be fun. 603-749-0975 is our number if you'd like to chime in. And by the way, it has just been brought to my attention. We have an extra pair of tickets to the NHRA New England Nationals at New England Dragway in Epping. Bow, bow, bow. So a random caller who wants to chime in will be skipping into the weekend with these tickets. 603-749-0975. He got a coffee this morning. That's the ice.
Did you hear it? Sounds like water.
Because all iced coffees sound different if you shake them and they're not to your liking. Yeah, his coffee wasn't to his liking. So that inspired our question of the day. How wrong does your coffee have to be for you to turn around and ask for them to redo it? 603-749-0975 is our number. Hello, you're on with Kira and Logan in the morning. Who's this?
Good morning, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. So, what is your deal with coffee?
I'm not a coffee drinker. I drink tea.
Okay.
So, if I go and order a tea and they don't put any sugar in it, or if they put cream and I don't drink cream at all, I will immediately go back. And I'm not trying to be rude to them, but I'm like, I just can't drink this, and I use my money, so I'm like, either I get a replacement or a refund.
Lisa, question. So you're getting tea, so it's hot. So are you taking the lid off and inspecting the color of the tea before you drive away from the window?
Unfortunately, it depends how late I am for work. Sometimes I don't drink it until I'm almost at work, which is like 30 minutes. So I'll even, if it's bad, I'll leave it in my car and stop on the way home.
What?
Wait to make it right? To be like, I got this earlier in the day and it was wrong?
Absolutely.
Lisa, that is savagery.
The person working there is like, I wasn't even here.
Yeah, girl, that was 12 hours ago.
That was a different shift.
No, and I'm not rude about it. I just be like, I got this earlier and it's awful. Can you give me a replacement?
They're like, because you waited 12 hours to drink it. That's why it's awful.
I gotta say, that's the line. Every time my dad will take the lid off and right in front of him before he drives off. Color's good. Thank you. Have a great day.
That's such a Dave Sherwood thing to do. Oh, my God.
You can't tell if they didn't put any sugar in it. And sometimes the cream, unless I put a lot in, I can't tell if it's cream or milk until I take a sip. And it's always really hot.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Lisa, we're learning so much about you.
This was funny. I didn't think that this call was going to be this funny.
I know. The minute she said she drinks tea, I was like, I can't relate. Thanks for the call, Lisa. So coming up, right now, we do have that Kenny Chesney contest code. This is the last day that you can enter to win codes. So this one is very important. I don't need to tell you that. Here we go. Number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. It's Kira and Logan in the morning. We were just wondering, how wrong does your coffee order have to be for you to turn around and ask them to make it again? 603-749-0975 is our number if you want to chime in. Hi, Mary. So how wrong does your coffee order have to be for you to go back and make it right?
I test it while I'm there.
Yes.
To get back in line. I mean, my luck, it's going to be wrong, and I'm going to wait in line. I'm going to be late for the next thing. It only takes an extra 5 seconds just to take a little sip, make sure it's right, and go on with the day.
Wait, so will you sip it right at the window?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And then if it's wrong, you'll give it right back through the window, right? You won't get back in line. You'll stay there?
Yeah, no, I'll ask them if they can remake that. I mean, if you buy a shirt, it doesn't fit, you're going to return it. I don't know. I'm buying a coffee, and usually I'm spending over $5. Why do I want to throw it away? Because I don't like it.
Right.
What's the biggest issue, Mary? Like when it's messed up, is it the color? Is it the sugar? What's the deal?
Flavor.
Flavor?
Because I get flavored coffee, so sometimes they either don't put it in right or they'll put the wrong flavor in.
Yeah, the wrong flavor is bad, or just like, I like the syrups, but sometimes I just ask for like 1 or 2 pumps, but sometimes they'll go 5 or 6, and that's undrinkable to me.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. If they put too much. And that's what I do is I'll tell them how many pumps. And I kind of look to see who's working, and I try to like get the person that makes them right. I've kind of got an idea of who makes them, who I like. I'll drive away if certain people are working because I'm like, it's not going to come out right.
That
Mary.
so funny, Mary.
Quite contrary. That is funny. You know who you like. You're like, oh, this guy always screws it up. I'll come back later.
Exactly. Or, only 5 minutes up the road's another one. Like, it's not worth.
I'll try another one.
This is how my wife is too.
Really?
Yeah, she knows. She knows what Aroma Joe's makes her chai correctly.
That's funny.
Yeah, exactly. And, I won't, if they do it a second time wrong, I won't. I just give up at that point. It's like, you know what? They're not going to get it.
Yeah, you don't get 3.
Sometimes I've gotten the second one. I'm like, all right, this is okay. I'm not going to be that person.
You're like, today it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call, Mary. We're still taking your calls on this at 603-749-0975 on 97.5 WOKQ. I hope you all get in touch with your inner redneck woman on this holiday weekend. If you have Monday off, God love you. We are number one for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. Kira and Logan in the morning are our names. So we were just talking about how wrong does your coffee order have to be for you to turn around and go back and make it right. At 603-749-0975, that's where we're taking your calls. Hi, thank you so much for holding. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, Amy from Rollinsford.
Hello, Amy. So how wrong does your coffee have to be for you to go back and make it right?
All right, so I drink frozen coffes,
What's that mean?
like frappuccinos.
Okay.
Oh, she's frappy and fancy.
I'm frappy. I'm very frappy. So if it has that burnt taste to the coffee,
Yeah.
I have to go back.
Okay.
How often would you say that happens to you?
It's not really often. I'm pretty lucky, but you pay a lot of money for them. So I'm like, if it's not tasting right, I'm sorry, I'm going back.
Amy, can I ask you a question, Amy? I don't mean to throw out brands, so we won't name any brand, but is your coffee brand green?
It is, Logan.
That, whatever green place that it could be, I think they make burnt coffee every time. I will not buy a coffee from there because...
You're so funny. My husband says the same thing because he drinks hot coffee and he's like, nope. He's like, it tastes burnt every time.
Every single time.
Yeah. People are loyal as can be to the green.
Mm-hmm. To the green. They bleed green. Dare I ask, if you're not comfortable sharing, I'd love to know how much these frappuccinos set you back.
It depends on the size, but like the medium size is like $7 now.
Yeah. So I would be going back probably. Like I would muster up the courage.
Yeah, but if it's burnt, they have to, that's not, the burnt is kind of like the watered down issue. You have to wait for a new pot. Like that's not a thing that they can fix. Like if they make another one with the same pot, still gonna be burnt.
That's my thing. I'm like, if it's burnt, it's just ruined. The taste is just nasty.
No, you just gotta change brands.
So, yeah, I just don't like the orange brand.
You're awesome, Amy. Does Aroma Joe's make frozen stuff?
They have one that's called Frollo, but I drink their rushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
I really think JoJo's got some stuff figured out.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Amy,
Yeah.
we have one more pair of tickets to the New England Nationals. Can we give these to you?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
You're going to the NHRA, baby.
Awesome.
Yay, Amy. Well, thank you so much for making time for us this morning.
No, thank you. I had a blast talking with you guys.
It was a blast. I'm glad it was mutual. Hold on a second.
All right.
Okay, and if you had a comment about this and you wanted to chime in, we're still taking your messages on our 97.5 WOKQ app.
2 muffins, 1 coffee, and a little bitty orange juice.
Number 1 for New Country, 97.5 WOKQ. It's Kira, it's Logan, it's the morning, and it is time, my dear friends, for compliments, double downs, and apologies, brought to you by Merchants Auto in Hooksett, New Hampshire. I'm going to add congratulations in here. I am giving a congratulations to Scotty McCreary and his wife Gabby. They're expecting baby number 2 in the fall.
Oh, another one.
Another one.
I didn't know that. Good for them.
Yeah, and it was really cute how they announced it. They said, like, new best friend coming in the fall, and they just seem like really good parents, and obviously they're going to raise them as New England Patriots fans, and we'd love to see that. So yeah, my congrats to them. What do you have, Logan?
I'm giving a compliment and a double down to the double downs on something that I said. The compliment is to Amy for reading between the lines. I don't really know how else to say it without just playing the call. Here's what went down.
Oh, yeah, and the question that she was answering was, how wrong does your coffee have to be for you to go back and make it right?
All right. So I drink frozen coffees,
What's that mean?
like frappuccinos.
Okay.
Oh, she's frappy and fancy.
I'm frappy. I'm very frappy. So if it has that burnt taste to the coffee,
Yeah.
I have to go back.
I don't mean to throw out brands, so we won't name any brand, but is your coffee brand
Right.
green?
Is Logan.
That, whatever green place that it could be, I think they make burnt coffee every time. I will not buy a coffee from there.
That's my thing. I'm like, if it's burnt, it's just ruined. You know, the taste is just nasty.
No, you just got to change brands.
Yeah, I just don't like the orange brand.
You're awesome, baby. That was such a funny call. So I'm doubling down that the green brand makes burnt coffee, but I'm complimenting Amy because, you know, she read between the lines of what we were saying, and then she took it to her own level with the orange brand reference. It was just really funny. Probably the highlight of my the show.
Yes, it's funny to talk about coffee brands so cryptically by color because it's very like...
But we know.
We know.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Well, on that note, we out. Jeannie Rogers is up next. So is 30 Minutes of New Country. So is the very last 1020 contest code for that Kenny Chesney experience, that all-inclusive trip to Vegas to see him perform at the Sphere. So every code counts today. For the love of God, do not miss that 1021. And don't forget, all day long and all long weekend long as well, who loves ya?
We do.